There we go. Okay, now the audio should be there. Let me double check that's there really quick. There we go. 1 second. There, the audio is there now. The good thing about the audio being late is you didn't have to hear me sneeze, so that was a good thing there. There's garbage on your shirt. Dang. Ouch. Okay, so okay, so I got a few different things. So one, super busy today, right? I went out to so I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan, right? Big Vikings fan. But I've been a lifelong Vikings fan my whole life, but I only moved to Minnesota in the last years. I've been here a little over a year now. So all that's saying is so in 2012 when they brought down the Metrodome, I'm on story time with Adam Jr. right now, so bear with me. 2012 when they tore down the Metrodome, I was living in Florida at the time, okay? So they went in and they put the seats up for sale from the stadium. They put seats and pieces of the turf, you know, all this stadium, just not memorabilia, but something like that. You know, but I was living in Florida, so I couldn't get any of it. So the only thing I was able to get was this seat back. This is a seat back from the original Metrodome Stadium, and then it's number 28 on there. I got for Adrian Peterson. So I spent like $50, right? I spent $50 to get this seat back, okay? And I've had it, didn't really have anything to do with it. So, but I've had that, and that is, you know, my just pride and joy, like Vikings fan memorabilia. So that being said, though, it was my pride and joy Vikings fan memorabilia, because I went today. I found on Craigslist for $50. I drove an hour and a half from, you know, where I live to where this thing was to get it. This is a, let me show you. It's heavy. This is a full-blown Metrodome chair. Like, it's a full-blown chair. It is a chair from the Metrodome, and it weighs a ton. So I have that now. As you can see, so I have that now. So I'll talk more into the mic. So I have this chair now that was from the Metrodome. It's a full-blown chair. Originally, like they mounted on like the back, so there's no feet on it. So I still got to put feet on it. But this man's got a chair. It's a Metrodome chair. Hold on. Let me adjust the audio. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Let's do this. How's the audio now? Audio now should be a lot better. Okay. So this is it's a chair from the Metrodome when they took it down. I was living in Florida when it originally went down. I've been a lifelong Vikings fan, but I didn't live in Minnesota till just last year. So that right now is a chair from the Metrodome. Bought it today, picked it up, $50 on Craigslist. Originally, I got this seat back, right? This seat back. I spent $50 on that seat back when I was living in Minnesota. Now, the number on the full-blown chair I got is 15. If you can see it, Jesus, it's heavy. 15 on the seat back. Okay, or 15 on the chair. I got 28 on the seat back. So what I'm going to do, I just got home because this thing was an hour and a half drive. Okay, so I'm going to swap it. I'm going to take this 15 seat back off that. I'm going to put on the 28, and then I'm going to put legs on it. So from now on, as long as I can finish this in a week, you know, I'm going to be streaming from that chair. That's going to be my stream chair. It's going to be the Vikings Metrodome chair. So that is, that's that. That is what I have to say. That is my story for the day. I was out like all day. I had to drive an hour and a half to find it. I've been talking on the guy, and I've tried so many times. Like, sorry, I'm on a major personal rant right now. I have tried so many times in the last year to pick up one of those chairs. You know, there's been dual ones. There's been ones that had the legs on them, like everything. I've tried so many times, and every single time, you know, someone else would buy it, or they just stopped responding, probably because someone else bought it. Every single time I missed it, I finally got that chair. Yeah, so that, I haven't gotten like all the details on that, but yeah, that shooting in Jacksonville was just absolutely tragic. You know, the details are still coming out. You know, so it's really early to kind of know a lot about it. But still, what's going on there is absolutely tragic, and the thing that hits so close to home and like so close to our community, you know, where we have, you know, guys who know people that were there, like it's like it's definitely a scary wake up call. Yeah, that was definitely tragic news, and you know, I'm sure there's going to be, you know, more news on that coming out. Alright, so yeah, and for those of you that don't know, so there was a competitive Madden tournament going on in Jacksonville, Florida, and the thing was being live streamed on Twitch, and in the middle of the tournament, someone had brought a gun and they shot multiple people. I think there's multiple casualties, multiple injuries, so really a tragic thing going on there for sure. Alright. How high is Adam in Overdrive? Don't know what that means. Let's see. So, we've got a lot of things that we can do. So what happened is right after my last stream, I don't know if it's connected to my last stream. Don't know if it was connected to my last stream, but a couple days after my last stream I went in and I showed coin making methods, you know, how to make money on these 70 overall golds that we're selling for 5K. And so yeah, it was definitely a sad time. So a couple days after that, the gold market crashed, and after the gold market crashed, I stopped making coins. So if we want, I can grind the auction house. You know, I can play Overdrive, but it's probably going to be laggy. So I'm down to do whatever. We can do auction house. We can just talk. We can do Overdrive. I'm game for anything. You know, I got off showing you guys my chair that I gotta patch up, but play LVL. My LVL drive's already done. See ya, Damien. Auction house. Okay, so I gotta figure out the auction house market. But if we want guys to do auction house, I'll show auction house. That's 2 for auction house. Anyone else want to do auction house? We got a third person to say auction house for. There's another suggestion. We're gonna go straight in the auction house and get to work in it. Season battles. I haven't done any season battles. That's gonna be a hard sell to get me in on season battles. Alright. Overdrive, auction house. I think the auction house has it. 79 defense attack with 12K and you went for 96K. That sounds excessive. Alright, I'm gonna do auction house. We're gonna go in the auction house. Let's see, marketplace, auction house. So let's see what we have on the bench right now. We got a couple elites we can sell. So we got an 81 wide receiver and an 80 defensive end. So I'm gonna sell these guys cheap just so we can get some coins going on. I'm gonna sell them so people can snipe them, and then we're gonna grind some other stuff. So 80, 81 position, wide receiver, defensive end. I'm going to see what these guys are worth. Let's see if they're worth 80K. Oh, wow, these guys are worthless. Oh, man. Okay. I was sadly disappointed. 60, let's see, 60K. Dang, these market prices have gone down a bit since I last played. Let's try, okay, so that one instant sold at 48K. So let's sell my guy at 50K just so we can get some coins going on. Oh, he's an 81. Forget that. Let me see what 81 is going for. Yeah, we're going to sell him for 50K. We're going to sell both 50K. We're going to get a quick 100K. If you want to help keep things going, just buy these cards. I'm going to list them both for 50K. Any massive objections to selling these guys for 50K? See ya, Gallifrey. I know it's a little bit. I want them to sell quickly so I have coins so I can immediately start grinding. They're not going to sell at 60K. I mean, because this one's been up for, you know, an hour. You know, I want to get coins right away. We're going to sell it for 50K. It's going to happen. We're going to sell them for 50K. I'm done contemplating it. 50K is going to be the magic number. If you want it, come and get it. Post-auction. So that's that. Now, we're going to get a quick 100K, and then we're going to grind the auction house. So right now I'm going to go ahead and look at some filters and see what I can find. Let's see what bronze, because I know that they released the bronze training point packs, which, let me show you this, right? This is going to be the first method that I'm going to talk about. I haven't actually verified it, but, oh shoot, did they go up that much? Let's see. See if there's any with 100 as the minimum bid. Yeah, so here's going to be a great coin making method, okay? It's going to be a tedious coin making method, but if you don't have coins, it's going to be a good one, okay? So all these ones right here, they already have a 100K bid, right? And if I wanted to outbid him, I'd have to spend 200 coins. You know, minimum bid, I can't go below 200. If I try to go 150, you know, it's going to default it back to 200. You have to do bid increments of 100. So this guy went in and placed a bid on all these guys. Now we're at 2 hours left, right? Now, if I go ahead and place these bids right here at 100, and we're just going to go ahead and fill out all our coins that we have right now while we wait for this to sell. We're going to place all these bids at 100. This is a good method if you don't have a lot of coins. Right now, I don't have a lot of coins, so this is a good method. You know, it's just a good thing just to do when you're bored. You know, just go ahead, set this bid for 100. And if you wanted to, you know, you can even increase it and say 140. So if they want to increase you, they can't just bid 200, they have to spend 240, which is going to be a lot. But one second, doing things. Doing things. Man, we're hardly even making a dent in this. It's crazy. Is Dez really going to the Patriots, or is that just speculation? I don't think so. I don't think it's possible to get 99 brown. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I just don't think it is. We're going to be here forever placing these bids. Although I was really happy that Adrian Peterson got signed. I'm blanking on where he signed to. Where did Adrian Peterson sign? Is Adrian Peterson signed? With Redskins. He signed with the Redskins. So yeah, Adrian Peterson. That's right. This EA gave me this jersey. This is a jersey that EA gave me. So shout out to EA for giving me this jersey. So what happened is pretty sure I can tell this story. So when we went to the Pro Bowl, right? Because the Game Changer tournament that they had last year, they invited me to the Game Changer tournament. And then, you know, they brought me down, they covered everything. So when we were at that tournament, basically, you know, they said we're going to get everyone jerseys. So they asked what jersey I wanted. I said I wanted a Harrison Smith jersey. And then they sent me a Harrison Smith jersey. No, they didn't troll me. They asked me what jersey I wanted, and I said this one. This is the one I want. And the reason I chose it was because... one, it was at the Pro Bowl, right? And then at the Pro Bowl, Harrison Smith had this crazy, he had a pick six in the Pro Bowl. It was the only, and we were like, you know, at the far end of like, you know, this end zone over here. And up until like the last few minutes of the fourth quarter, it was the only touchdown. You know, which in the Pro Bowl there's a lot of touchdowns. It was the only touchdown scored in that end zone. It was a pick six by Harrison Smith, and it was raining, like, because it's Florida, and if you've ever been to Florida, like, it always rains. People didn't know that, so every single other person, all the other Game Changers that were there, were inside, staying away from the rain because they weren't ready for the rain. I guess, you know, I was outside. I didn't have a poncho or anything, but like, I live in Florida. I got no problem sitting in the rain. You know, so like, I was the only one there. I was the only one that saw the play. Harrison Smith, pick six, and the whole Pro Bowl, like, Harrison Smith and Xavier Rhodes, like, they were playing with attitude. They were playing angry. You could tell they were angry about that loss. I'm sure they were getting yelled at, you know, for playing, you know, like they did. So there was that, and also, you know, the Pro Bowl was right after. The Pro Bowl was right after they had the UF promo in Madden, and Harrison Smith had a card there, so it was just emblematic of that. So a Harrison Smith jersey was really the way to go. I thought about asking for a Pro Bowl Harrison Smith jersey. That would have been pretty cool, but I decided, nah, you know, I'm gonna get the regular one. So a color rush would have also been cool, but I felt pretty good about this one. So that's the story of this jersey. Mostly. There's a little bit more, but I'll be... Oh, whoops, I had something. But I have 200 wasted coins. Oh, shoot. Someone's ahead of me. Is someone... Someone's passing me, I think. No way that has 100 coin bids on it, legit. Oh. So after I do this, I'll go ahead and I'll explain why I'm doing this. Because there's a reason why I'm doing this. And if you only have a little bit of coins and want to make money, you can do this too. Why is Shreve Florida 59? What's wrong with EA? Tree Floyd is a boss. Yeah, the shooting was absolutely tragic. I mean, I don't have really thoughts on it outside of that. It's absolutely tragic. You know, you don't want anyone to get hurt. You know, especially if there's someone connected to our community. Like, you know, that would be even a lot scarier than it already is. But yeah, it was really a tragic thing. See ya, Solo. Yep. Yep. As far as I can tell, the auction house this year are the exact same as the auction houses last year. Meaning that if you were in auction house 1 last year, I was in auction house 1 last year. It's the same auction house this year with all the same people. So if you're 1 last year, you're also in 1 this year. 2 last year, 2 this year, so on and so forth. As far as I can tell, and as far as I've tested, they are the same. Because everyone who's looked is in the same auction house as the people that they were in the same auction house last year. So they're sharing the same auction houses. So that's why. Not sure if I want to ask follow-up questions of that. I'll leave that be. Alright, we're almost done with these bids, and then I'll talk about why I'm doing them. I was going to back it now. Alright, and those bids are placed, so that's fine. Alright, so now let's go to this store, right? Marketplace, store, and this is something that they just added, okay? So, there's this training pack score. So, you can get, for 50 training points, you can get a silver or better player, and it's going to give you 60%, or you're at least going to get a 60 or better player, and you got a 5% chance of getting a 70 or better player. Not really worth it, but it's there. Now, this one is interesting, and it might honestly be worth it. It is 70 or 100%. You'll at least get a 70 player, 20% chance of getting a 75 overall or more. Hey, thanks, Bear Down, for subscribing. And then a 4% chance of an 80 overall player. So that's pretty cool. And then this, for 7,500 training points, you can get a elite player, and either a 100% chance of an 80 or better, 17% chance of an 85, and a 5.3% chance of an 88. So you know, you can buy those with training points. But here's the deal, though. I went in, you know, so I went in and I placed all of these bids, right, for 100 coins, and I promise you I'm going to win some of them. Some of those bids I placed, and probably a lot of them, I will win. And so, if you do that regularly, then you'll be able to get gold players for 100 coins. Now let me show you something. Here we go. So one of my guys sold. We'll try to get the other one sold pretty quick, and then we can move on to something else. So, whoops. Actually, I want to go. Let's go. Item exchange is where we want to be. So, check this out. Right. Gold players are worth 20 points. So you're buying them for 100 coins and you're getting 20 training points at them, which means that you're spending 5 coins for every training point. 5 coins for every training point. Now let's go here. Remember, 5 coins for every training point. Now we're going to go into the training point store. So this is 7,500 training points for an elite player, right? So 5 times 7,500, we're going to be at 37,500. With this, you are guaranteed to get an elite, and maybe even 85, maybe an 88 elite for 37,500 coins. Basically, under 40k, you can get an elite just by sniping these bronzes. So, and then if you spend, a little bit more than, 100 coins, you'll get less, but, still a good deal. So if you go in and, just put in that work, it's dirt cheap elites. Basically you can get an elite for 40k by grabbing those bronzes like I just did. If someone outbids me, they have to spend 200 coins. And if they spend 200 coins, they're spending 80k on an elite instead of the 40k. And we just saw, elites are worth like 60k. The base ones are, so they're risk losing coins. It doesn't matter which elite I get, I'm guaranteed a profit. If someone outbids me, then they're going to risk losing coins by outbidding me. So it's basically, first come, first serve with those. So that's why I went in. Now it's going to take, I think the math on is it takes like 375 bronzes to get your elite. So it's a grind. Like, it's definitely a grind to get them, but it's less of a grind than season battles, but that's the deal. And then also, you could cash out early and get this, this pack instead. With this pack, right? This pack costs 500 training points. So we're gonna do the math on this, right? Costs 500 training points. The other one costs 7,500. So that means that 15. You can open up 15 gold packs for the price of opening 1 elite pack. I can't show you right now because I already bought it, which is why I'm at 176. So you can open up 15 golds for the price of 1 elite. Now let's look at the math here. You have a 4% chance of getting an 80 or better player, right? But if you roll that 4% chance 15 times, now you're at a 60% chance of an 80 player or better. So for the same training points, you have a 60% chance, so greater than 50, better than the coin flip chance of getting that elite player, plus 14 other golds, which if you get the right ones, if you get special teams 78, 79s, like those are worth a ton of coins. So, this gold pack might even be better than the elite one. The elite one is guaranteed profit. The gold one is kind of shaky, but it can be better. It can also be worse. The elite is just guaranteed profit. So, that reminds me, I probably can get an overdrive pack. Yeah, I'm gonna grab my overdrive pack. So, Here we go. We got this kicker. That's probably worth some coins. So yeah, that's the training point store. So I put the bid in for 100. So when I put the bid in for 100, it means that I'm going to be spending 37.5k, under 40k for my elites. But if someone wants to outbid me, they have to spend at least 20k, or they have to spend at least 200 if they want to outbid me, which means that they're going to be buying the elites for 40k, or sorry, basically 80k. So they're going to be losing coins on a big percentage of their draws if they outbid me at 200k. It's not worth it. Hey, thanks for the contribution, Bear Down. I appreciate it. Thanks for the $5. So that's where that is. Hey, what's up, Paul Beasy? Yeah, Striker. So I just beat you to it. Here we go. So now people are outbidding me, but if they're outbidding me, that's fine because they're gonna lose coins by outbidding me. So go for it. If you're the one outbidding me, do it. I want you to lose coins. I want you to. So that's that. Let's see. Get other players silvers and low golds, you can exchange them and make more coins. Not sure on the math on that. I got 4 of those elite ones. I had an 89 kicker, traded for 14k points. Well, so with the bronze method, here's the key, right? Here's the key. With the bronze method, you're spending 5 coins for every training point. 5 coins per training point. So, you know, if you got 14k points, you got to do the math on that, because if you're getting that for 5 per training point, basically that's 70k. If that 80 kicker is worth more than 70k, then it's not as good of a deal. And I imagine that 80 kicker is probably worth a lot more than, you know, 70k. You probably spent 15 coins on a training point when you did that. I'm not sure, but that's what I think. 7+ tactics every overdrive game. Not sure. Can you shout at me out? You play Roblox? No, I won't. Can you show your team? Yeah, my team's, it needs work. I need to grind the auction house. I've kind of been putting off grinding the auction house, so you know, I'm glad that's what people wanted to see, because it's what I got to do. So shout out to that. Let's see what we can do. Bid snap 100. Can try out for the league. Not sure anything about your team, so I don't know. Just pulled an 83 Micah Hyde. Nice job. Is Baker Mayfield gonna be better soon if he plays better? Yes. If Baker Mayfield plays better, then he will be better soon. Like, yeah. If he doesn't play better, then, you know, no, he won't. But you asked, if he plays better, will he be better soon? And the answer is yes, he will. What I meant to say, ironically, I think you meant what you meant to say. What I meant to say was, when you get the silvers and gold in overdrive pack exchanges, exchange those unless they're good golds, and that's training points that you're not spending the coins on. Well, so yes and no, Raymond. Here's the deal, right? You didn't buy the cards, okay? So the cards came at no cost. So theoretically, yes, you can exchange them, and they are quote-unquote free training points because you didn't spend coins to get them. But here's the thing, right? You know, let's say you could have sold the golds for 1,000 coins, okay? So you could have sold it for 1,000 coins, and then you get 900 in the bank. So he's going to be worth 80 training points. So you gave up 900 coins to get 80 training points. So there, you didn't buy it, but there's the opportunity cost of what you could have otherwise had. And instead of the training points, you could have otherwise had 900 coins. And so in that sense, you bought them, you know, in that sense, you bought them for over 10 coins per training point, where my method, you get them for 5 coins per training point. So you're not technically buying them, but you're still spending, it's still costing you twice as much. And so in that respect, I'm not a fan of that method. At least it's not much of a fan. Yeah, so here's the deal, right? You know, even if you get garbage out of the training point packs, if you do it my way, you're only spending 40K on the pack. So whatever your definition of quote unquote, you know, garbage is, if you do it this way, it's still a guaranteed profit. Well, yeah. Oh, you sell them for 1,000 coins. Yeah, you sell them for 1,000, but the auction house is going to take 10%, so you get 900, not 1,000. But 10 golds get 200 training points, not 80. 10 gold get 200 training points, not 80. Yeah. So I think you're saying 75s, right? 75s or better will get you 200 training points. Buy 10 bronze. Alright, so here's the deal. You have to break it down to where you're working with the same unit of measurement. You have to you have to figure out your cost per training point. With golds worth 1K, you're getting 10 coins per training point, roughly. We'll call it 10 per training point. So that's the bronzes are costing you 5, the golds are costing you 10 coins per training point. If you use a better gold that's worth more training points, then you could have sold it for more than 1,000 coins. So, you know, your training points goes up, but so does the potential profit you could have made off of it. So that opportunity cost is still there. You know, and when you look at the opportunity point, you know, cost, like Carter said, you know, you're giving up 80 to 95K. I'll grant that math because it sounds about right to me. You're giving up about 80K to pull this elite, you know, where a lot of them are only worth 60 to 70K. So on your average pack, you know, you're going to be losing 20, 30K every time. Where if you do it with the bronzes, you're going to be gaining 20 to 30K every time. And that's the secret. So that's my auction house strategy. Let's see. So these guys, look at this. So they spent, so he bought, so I should have bought this one. That was my bad, right? 160 isn't bad, but they spent 300, 330, 350. So these guys are spending a tremendous amount more coins. You know, it's worth 20 training points. Now they're spending 300 coins on it. You know, they're spending probably, what is that, 12, 13 to 14, you know, coins per training point. You know, it's not worth it to buy it at 300. It is worth it to buy it at 100. It's not worth it to buy it at 200 or 300. So they outbid me, but they lost money because they outbid me. yes, I did spend money. I did buy for $20. I bought 500K. I bought that 500K auction house offer. If you haven't seen it, so Paul Beasy. I'm not sure if Paul Beasy is in here right now, but there's an offer you can trigger in the game that will allow you to buy 500K for $20, which, you know, it's still pretty much a good deal, but the offer's been there from the very beginning of the game, which means that when elites, the best cards in the game, were going for 50K, when the best cards were going for 50K, you could still get 500K coins for $20. So Paul Beasy made a video on how to, you know, systematically trigger it, I'll say. So check out Paul Beasy, Paulbeezy. Check out his video if you want to learn how to get 500K training points, $20, totally legit. So that's that. Yep. Yeah, so let's see. Coin making method, all, well, yeah, some will, some won't, you know. You know, we'll see. And here's the deal, right? I can go in, awesome. Okay, so these guys sold. That's what I wanted. So we got our coins. So here's the deal, right? I'm gonna go in on this stream, and I'm going to develop real working coin methods, okay? And they're going to work. We'll see on stream that these coin making methods will work. Here's the thing, though. You have, let me turn off my webcam. Let me update my view counters. So, right now, only 12 people. Come on, man. Where's the represent? Man, ouch. Okay, so you got 12 people watching apparently. I thought it was more. Guess it was only 12. Man, look at this. We had the Metrodome seat back for you guys, and no one wanted to stick around for it. All right. Guess that's worth 12 viewers. 27 are in here. Okay, cool. I'm good with 27. I'm good with 27. So here's the deal, right? We got oh, Paul, did you see? Paul, look at this. I got better than a seat back. I think you were gone. I think you were gone, Paul. Check this out. Check this out. Time out really quick on auction house talk. Time out. Look at this. It's a whole darn Metrodome seat. Look at that. Full blown. That thing is heavy. Full blown Metrodome chair. Full blown Metrodome chair. Guess what? We want to talk about good deals? I'll give you a good deal. I bought full-blown Metrodome chair, $50. Bought it for $50. Okay? So now all I got to do, right? All I got to do is I got to take off, because right now it's number 15 on this thing. You know, no one cares about number 15 on a Metrodome chair. So I gotta take that guy off. I gotta put this guy on, number 28. Okay. Gonna put my 28 seat back on that chair, and then I gotta add legs to it. Once I add legs to it, once I put on the 28, that's gonna be my stream chair. So that's that. Okay. back to this. Here's the deal, right? I'm going to go through and I'm going to show real coin making methods that work, okay? And what's going to happen is, you know, why is 28 better? Someone boot Dadzilla, please. Can we get someone to boot Dadzilla? Why is 28 better? Come on, man. Jeez. Oh, man. I'm going to have to take away your mod. Why is 28 better? Come on. 28 is better because it is the number of... Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's in chat. So... So, I'm going to give these methods. The methods are going to work. You know, you got 30 people watching right now. I'll say 30 people because it makes me feel better about myself. You got 30 people watching right now. And so they're going to take this and they're going to watch it. And there's, you know, going to be, you know, 6 of you guys, you know, on each auction house plus me. So you're going to have competition on every single one of these filters, you know, tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. But eventually, you know, because people kind of forget, move on to other things, and things will change, you know, there's going to be less competition as time goes on, and that's going to be key. So, you know, anyone can go here and copy, you know, what I'm going to do, but the key is remembering it and doing it later on when everyone else forgot. And even more important than remembering it, even more important than that, is going to be knowing how to apply these concepts. You know, forget that bronze players are the best training point value, right? Doesn't matter. If you remember how to calculate that math on it and how to find that best value for itself, even when the bronzes are no longer the good deal, you're going to know how to do the math to find out what the best deal is without me telling you or without anyone else telling you. And when you can figure these things out for yourself and no one told you, then you're going to be the only one there that's taking advantage of it, and you're going to make more coins using your own method than you would ever use using a method that someone else taught you. So that's the big key with this is, you know, great, you know, the ideas I give you, take them, run with them. But if you go in and, you know, take advantage of them yourself and apply the concepts and expand it and build it into your own thing, that's where you're going to make the most coins. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, so far I would get 4 if I could, and I'd get 18 if I could as well with the seat back. You know, 4 being Brett Favre, 18 being a Randy Moss's original number. Before Randy Moss was 84, his original rookie number was 18. Not sure why it changed, but it did. So when he went to New England and he was number 81, the reason why he was number 81 is because it was 18 flipped, and 18 was his original number. So that's the story of why Randy Moss was number 81. Only hardcore, old-time, true Vikings fans would remember number 18, Randy Moss. And I think it was Madden 97, whatever it was, right? When Randy Moss was first drafted, probably Madden 98, I don't know, whichever one it was, 97 or 98 Madden. I'm going to say 98 Madden. Randy Moss was in the game, right? But either they didn't have the rights or he wasn't a big enough name for them to even purchase the rights because, you know, he was just he was a troubled nobody, basically. I mean, he was a top round pick, but he was a troubled character. So for whatever reason, I'm not sure why, but in the game, he was not Randy Moss. All it said in the game was number 18. So, like, I do the fantasy drafts and play with my family, and, you know, you could draft Randy Moss, but he was absolutely horrible in that game. He was absolutely horrible. He was awful. Like, I remember I had like a championship match, you know, in my family's, you know, fantasy draft Madden tournament. I was playing my brother, and my whole goal the entire game was just to complete one pass. It was to complete one pass to Randy Moss, and I couldn't do it because he would just drop everything because he was so horrible in that game. And in that game, he was not called Randy Moss. He was called number 18. So, yeah, that's, anyway, that's, this stream is just turning into story time with Adam Jr. I'll tell you what, I'm like an hour into it, and I haven't done anything but bid on gold players. My goodness. Alright, so let's change that. Let's work on some filters, right? We're going to see what the most expensive, because I don't know anymore. I used to know, and then it changed. So, we're going to find out what the most expensive 70 overall gold players. We're going to find out what 70 overall gold players. So here's what we're going to do to figure this out. We're going to type gold 1, gold 2. And then we're going to do 70, and because some cards are glitched, we're going to go 79. Okay? Oh, actually, no, because we're just doing 70. So gold, 70. That's what we're going to be looking for. Now, what we're going to do, positions. We're going to select everything for now. And let's say buy now for 1,000 coins, okay? Nothing's sitting at that price. So let's try 1,500. And nothing's sitting on that price. That's cool. They're actually raising value. Let's try 2,000. Let's see what's sitting at that price. Wow, these have really increased in price. That's crazy. Let's try 2,500. Alright, so okay, so we see that offensive guards, linebackers, quarterbacks, defensive ends, defensive tackles, tight ends, halfbacks are sitting at this price, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our positions, offensive guards, halfbacks, wide receivers, quarterbacks, tight ends, and we saw linebackers, defensive end, defensive tackles. We're going to deselect all these, okay? And we're going to call those cards worth, I'm going to write this down for myself so I know later. Let's write this down, okay? So let's see what we deselected. We deselected, and I saw some for 2,300, so we're going to say that the ones I deselected are worth 2,200 right now. So wide receivers are worth 2,200, guards, tight ends, QBs, halfbacks, linebackers, defensive ends, and defensive tackles. All right? Those are the positions that are worth 2,200 coins. I'm going to write that down. Okay, now we're going to do this. Oh, and now also safeties, cornerbacks, middle linebackers, fullbacks, offensive tackles. Alright, so those are also. So we have safeties. So search. Now we're going to deselect safeties, cornerbacks, middle linebackers. Alright, so that's everything but centers, I'm saying, okay? So basically everything but centers and special teams are worth 2,200. So now we're going to find out what, let's see, okay. Okay, so we're going to find out what these guys are worth. So to find out what these guys are worth, these are the only positions we have left selected because we saw everything else was worth less. So I'm going to look for 4,000, okay? Nothing. 5,000. Centers are kind of sitting at 5,000 but kind of holding on. So I'm going to bump it up to 5,500. Here we go. So what this means right here, you see these centers? Okay, this guy has an hour 50 left. So what that means is that it's going to take you about 2 hours for this guy to sell. I would say that's a pretty good gauge on his value. So I'm going to say that 70 overall centers are worth 5,500, equal 5,500. Okay, so now we know the value of all the positions except for special teams. We know special teams are worth more than everything else. I'm going to deselect centers. We know that these are a deal, so I'm going to go ahead and buy this guy just because I know I can resell him later, because we know he's worth at least 5,500. Okay, it's boring, but it's good information, so I'm proud of that, because if I bored you to death, you're not going to have my coin making method that I'm going to be using at the end of the day. So, go ahead and leave. We're good. Less competition. So, here's the deal. We know this guy is worth okay, so the reason I know he's worth 5,500 right now is because I just did a search for 5,500 and nobody's sitting at that price. So every single punt returner that's been listed lasted no more than 10 minutes before it sold. So if I sold this guy for 5,500 right now, I'm guaranteed to get a sale at the end of 4 hours. I'm guaranteed, and I can probably list him for higher than that. I know he's worth at least 5,500 because that's what I just did a search for. So if he's sold at 5,500, auction house takes 10% tax. I'm gonna get at least 49 out of him, and I just bought him for 48. So it's at least 100 coins profit plus as much as I can go. So I know I'm not going to lose money buying him. And I'll probably gain maybe 1,000 coins or so. We're going to keep on searching. So we search for 5,500. Now we're going to search for 6,000. Now we see the punt returners are sitting at 6,000. So I'm going to say punt returners are worth 6,000 coins because the oldest ones have only been there for 2.5 hours. No punt returner has been listed for 6,000 coins and made it to the final hour before they were bought. So that tells me if I list it for 6,000 coins, chances are it's going to get bought. So that one I just bought for 4,800 sells for $6 grand. I get 54 back. That means I just made 800 coins on a win. So that's that. And now I'm going to write down that I know that 70 punt returners are equal to 6,000 coins. And now I'm going to deselect punt returners. I still have to figure out what kickers, punters, and kick returners are worth. Cornerbacks are not worth 5K, Gallifrey. They're not worth 5K. Because if I go take a break from this really quick, right? If I do this search for cornerbacks and look for let's say 2,500, there's all these cornerbacks that are sitting here at 2,500. So in order for them to buy your cornerbacks at 5K, they got to pass all these other cornerbacks. Now, sniping at 1 to 1.5 is still good because they're still worth over 2. So you might make you'll make maybe 1,000 coins on those, but only if you sell them at the right price. You're not going to lose coins at it. You're just not going to make 5K at it. It used to be 5K. Back when I did my stream last week, you could get 5K out of it. That was true last week. It's different this week. So now I'm figuring out how it's different. So let's go back to this. So we figured out punt returns work. We're still going to figure out these positions. and then we were at 6,000 coins. So I'm going to say we're going to jump it up to 7,000 coins. All right, now we're finally, ooh, that's profit. And this one's profit too. So, you know, just totally on the whim, right? We know, that this guy's worth at least 7,000 coins. And we just bought him for 4,000 coins and then 5,000 coins. So we know we can get at least 7. That means we'll get 6.3 after tax. And then, you know, so we made 3,000 coins right there easily. It's probably worth more than 7,000 coins, but that's we know at least what it's worth. Cut 15 longs, it'll move up. So that's profit right there. And what's cool about this is right now all I'm doing is I'm doing searches to see where the market's at. I'm doing searches to see, you know, what things are worth. And just by searching what things are worth, I'm already making a profit. Like, that's crazy. You can make coins, not a lot, you know, I've made probably 5K doing this, but just by looking up the prices, you know, made about 5K in that process. So now let's search for 8,000 coins. Alright. So this one's sitting here at 7,500. So, you know, I'm going to say, that guy's been sitting on it for a while. So I'm going to say that 70 overall gold kickers are worth 7,500. Okay, that's what I'm going to write down. Kickers equals 7,500. It's not off topic. We're talking about how to make coins right now. It's the furthest thing from off topic. Hold on. I wish I had water with me because I'm getting out of breath. I need a haircut too. Oh my goodness, it's just so long. Hashtag jokes I don't make on stream. Okay, so where was I? Thoughts on LVL, right? I do like I like how different the gameplay mechanics are. So in that respect, you know, I'm a fan because you couldn't just apply what you knew last year. You had to, you know, go in and invent and, you know, create new things, and I really enjoy creating new things. So, you know, for me, I really enjoyed that part of it. It definitely feels like there's something missing. It definitely feels like there's something missing with live counters gone. You know, the top leagues, they would be changing their counters, you know, mid-match, and the middle people are driving, they'd stay up and have these intricate systems to tag people as they were driving. So for us in the top leagues, like, LVL was super involved. It was all day, every day. You know, you watch it, you get on, you react, you know, just this fast-paced, constant action. You can never look away. And I know outside of the top leagues, people didn't really play like that, but in the top leagues, like, that was a staple. And now that counters are gone, the people that were in top leagues, you know, were kind of feeling like something's missing. It's not quite the same. You know, I don't expect that most people are going to feel that way, and that's totally okay. I totally get the bulk of the community is not going to feel that way. The bulk of the community didn't live counter. But for those of us that were involved in live countering, it's definitely kind of different. So that's my thoughts on LVL. You know, I understand, you know, why they changed it to fit the bulk of the community. But, you know, as a competitive player, it was just one of those times where, you know, it didn't fit what I was personally doing. And then, so that's my personal thoughts on it. Alright. To add some element of defensive strategy. Yeah, I agree. So let's see. Should I spend my 524K? It depends what you spend it on. If you spend it on something smart, like, yeah, absolutely you should spend it, you know? Like, you gotta spend the money to make money. So, you know, if you want to make more coins, then, you know, go ahead and spend it. But don't spend it all upgrading your team, because then you'll have nothing left except for what you can sell from your team. So I'd spend it, but I'd spend it smart. And if you can't spend it smart, then don't spend it till you can spend it smart. So let's see. Yeah, there are reliable throws, you know, so like you can run the ball, you know, like you can do that. That is a thing. You know, the problem with running the ball is, I mean, it's really a strategy that it dries up fast. If you go in as a runner and you start out running the ball and you end up in a bind, like, you know, what are you going to do? Like, run the ball, you know, 2nd and 10, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 15, you know? If it goes wrong there, you know, you're rolling the dice. You're rolling the dice. You got one shot, and you're rolling the dice on, you know, someone missing a block, you know, someone, you know, shedding a block too early, and then you're at like 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20, you know? It's tough. Like, here's my philosophy, right? If everything goes right, running is a good strategy. But if everything goes right, anything is a good strategy as long as it goes right, you know? You gotta plan around what happens when things go wrong. What's gonna give you the best chance at success when things don't go your way? And in passing, you have that trash icon. You know, you can't trash a run play, at least not in the same way. So if things go wrong, worst case scenario, as long as you're responsible with it, you know, you can force that no gain and live to fight another day. If things go wrong in running, like, there is no safety net for you. You know, you're going to be in a worse situation than you already would have been. And if everything just goes right, you know, that's great. But you know, things don't always go right, and I feel like the best players, not the good ones, but the best players are going to be the ones that can take a bad situation and turn it good. And so, you know, that's my philosophy, and I think that's key. And I feel like that's why, you know, we've been as successful as we've been, is, you know, it hasn't been planning around what works when things go well. It's been planning around what works when things don't go well. And more than Madden, I think that's just a good philosophy for life. So let's get back to the auction house. Brain time over. Let's see. So we priced our kickers. So now he's got to find punters and punt returners. I'm gonna bump up to a solid 10K, 15K. Alright, so we finally found kick returners are sitting at 15K. So I could buy this guy at 11K and make profit. So yeah, I'm gonna buy him. I could buy the guy. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the guy at 12K as well, because it's free coins. Because I know I can sell this guy for 15K. So, you know, why not? You know, it's free coins. So yeah, Striker, you know, like, honestly, I say, oh man, Striker, dang, I just remembered. So, okay, so the last stream I did, sorry, we're still we're still on story time with Adam Jr. Okay, so story time with Adam Jr. Last stream I did, EA let me give away 2 legend cards, okay, and I could give them away any way I wanted, you know, and just do that, you know. So what I did is I gave them away on stream, or at least I announced it on stream, and I had these Mutthead threads, and there's 2 ways you could win. One was just entering a screenshot of the game, and then the other one was, you know, talk about your favorite coach and captain combo. So no, I didn't give them to my league. I wasn't going to do that. I was going to give them to the community. So what I did, so those are the giveaways I set up. I gave 2 ways to win, 1 for each, you know, legend I can give away. So with the entries I had for the best coach captain combo, yeah, Mobile Muttman got 1. And then what happened with the other one was there was two strategies that set themselves apart. One was a really thought out answer, you know, really detailed, really smart, really intelligent, really good, really impressed me. And ML Striker gave his, and honestly, like, ML Striker, like, legitimately, like, it made me laugh. You know, it's really, really tough, you know, to you know, read something online, you know, and like legitimately laugh out of it. And like ML Striker, like, legitimately made me laugh. And you know, so when it came to who was going to win, I had to pick between, you know, the really good thought-provoking answer, you know, and the answer that just made me laugh. You know, like, the game's about having fun, the game's about having a good time, you know, and I'm appreciative of, you know, having a good time to the point I'm laughing about it. So to pick between the 2, because it was close, and I honestly didn't want people to think it was rigged, and I didn't want to let any of my own biases get in the way. So to choose the winner, what I did is I went to Walmart and I bought 2 Hot Wheel trucks. 2 Hot Wheel monster trucks, specifically. And I assigned 1 monster wheel truck to ML Striker, and I assigned the other monster wheel truck to Aleman, a guy named Aleman on Mutthead. And the winner of that monster truck race, whichever one it was going to win any legend they wanted in the entire game. Any legend they wanted. You know, they just tell me, I tell EA, they get the legends. So the race came down to monster trucks, and like, they were neck and neck. And I ended up giving the monster trucks away to a friend's kid because they needed more than me, but came down, like, I mean, it was like neck and just super close, about literally that close if my hands are racing, like, you know, it was like that close of a race. ML Striker lost to Aleman's monster truck lesson, so he was like, you know, that far away of a Hot Wheel monster truck race from getting any legend in the game he wanted. So, you know, that was my story time with ML Striker. So ML Striker, I'm sorry you didn't win. You know, I appreciate your submission. You know, I appreciate your comment afterwards. You know, being a good sport and being in good spirits about it. It was a lot of fun, but you know, that's what we did last week. So anyway, we priced our kick returners. Let me mark that down. Kick returners are 15K. Alright, so now we gotta find, punters. You know, I'm gonna say punters are also, I'm gonna say that there's not much, but I'm gonna say that they're also 15K, because if I search for 20K on just punters, Wow, so you can probably bid snipe these. Yeah, so they're definitely going to be worth 15K. Punters are worth 15K is what I'm going to write down for now. If I find out later I'm wrong, I'll adjust it, but that's my guess. So the giveaway's over, so you can give your strategy. It's just not going to earn you a legend card. You know, if EA lets me do another giveaway, I'll do another giveaway. Right now, there's no plans, but you know, I didn't have any notice on the last one. It was just I got a message, hey, you know, tomorrow we're dropping the legends. We'd like you to give one away. Okay, cool. You know, and then you make it happen. So you don't always get a lot of notice, but when I do get notice, I'll make it happen. What's up, Matthew? Alright, so I can't talk for 2 hours. My mouth gets so dry. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pop off my webcam and then we're gonna update this guy. See how many people. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. There we go. Alright, we're back. Alright, so a few different things. One, I brought in my whole pitcher, so if I'm thirsty, I'm just going to drink it. And I'll put off webcam on that because no shame. But actually a little bit of shame, but not a lot. So that's one. Two, I did think, hey Gallifrey, so I did consider drinking out of a cup, but I decided not to. But in that process of thinking about drinking out of a cup, I got to show you guys the best cup ever. So check this guy out, right? BB-8. It's got a little straw hole in them, so you can put a little straw in them and, you know, drink. So this is our BB-8, and then he just unscrews, right? This is just the lid, and you got your cup right here. So it's just a cup. It has a flat bottom on him, you know, so we can just, you know, look at this, we got Xbox box, right? So we got Xbox box, so if I want him, you know, I can just put him there, and he's not going to go anywhere unless you shake it. Alright. But then what's also really cool, about this guy is, see right here, see how it is perfectly lined up? You know, with a lot of toys like this, with a lot of things like this, is, he did actually, that's kind of cool. So, with a lot of things like this, right, you know, you have to, like, actually work to make it line up, but for some reason, like, it is perfectly designed where every single time you screw this guy in, alright, and tighten him, he'll come out perfectly aligned every single time. Every single time it comes out perfectly aligned. I'll do it one more time in case you don't believe me, right? So we're just going to go in, you know, just totally random order, just plop it on, you know, screw it on, and look at that. Perfectly aligned. Best cup in the world. Best cup in the world. So that's my story on that. So how many people did that story lose? We were at 16 when the story started. We're at 19. That story gained us 3 people. 3 people like, oh man, I gotta see the BB-8 cup. What is this? That's amazing. Okay, so yeah. Oh, one more fun fact. So for the why you gotta screw it on? Probably because it's a good thing. Okay, so with the monster truck race, for those of you that watched the monster truck race, which was to determine the winner of the legend card, you know, I had the iPad there. It wasn't the iPad I was playing on, which is this one. It was this iPad right here that I used as the ramp, which is like, oh, he's using an iPad as a ramp. This iPad, like, it's just, you know, it's whatever. This iPad's dead. It won't turn on. I can't get it to turn on. It'd be amazing if it turned on stream. It's not going to, but, like, you know, I'm pressing down on the power button. It's just dead. It just stopped turning on one day. So it doesn't matter what happens to this iPad. It's just, you know, whatever. Let's go and, you know, just pour some water on it. Who cares? You know, like, it's broken. So that's that iPad. It looked like I was disrespecting the iPad, but no, I've done that. It doesn't matter. Juggle your iPad. I mean, there's only one. There's only one. I can't juggle it because, you know, you put water on it. It's all watery. I've tried everything. I've tried holding down everything on it. Like, it's done working. You know, so that's that. You know, I just poured water on my iPad. That's gonna be an amazing screenshot. If anyone got a screenshot of that, like, that's amazing. I want to see it because no one's ever poured water on their iPad in the middle of a Madden Mobile stream or Madden Overdrive, I promise. It just stopped working. And so I poured water on it just to say, you know, hey, it doesn't work anymore. So, that being said, let's get back to this, right? So, we know, right? We know centers and special teamers are worth over 5K. So, the filter I'm just going to invent right now, I'm going to see if it works. We're going to say buy now, 5,000 coins. Say, okay. And now position, we're going to say centers and special teams. This is my filter. Whoops. And we're going to say 70 plus. Oh, that actually. What? I'm gonna buy this guy. Alright, screw that. We're gonna do special teamers. What did I say special teamers were worth? Starting at 6,000. So I guess I'll do kick returners, kickers, kick returners, and punters for 6,000. Yeah. You want to see the iPad again? Look. Here's my iPad. I legit did pour water on it. You can see the water on it. There we go. There's the water on that. So, there's my iPad. Doesn't matter. Like, I'll just keep banging on, just, it's broken. Alright. Enough about the old iPad. Let's build a filter that works. Actually, here's what I'll do: is I'll do bids. Here's what I'm gonna do: I'm gonna hit the low-hanging fruit, and we're gonna place bids on things for, let's say, it's worth 2,200. So we'll bid up to, we'll say 1,000 coins, and we'll outbid guys at 1,000. Here we go. This is how we can make coins. Oh shoot, that was not good. So all these right here, we already know our profit, so we can just freely place bids on these guys. This is actually a really good filter for just placing bids. We'll lose some and we'll win some, and I'm okay with that. Oh, the one I'm playing on, yeah. That's the one I'm playing on. Ooh, placing bids. Yeah, I'll bid on it, why not? What's up, Philip? Thanks, man. Appreciate the support. Kurt, you're just, man. Kurt's just Mr. Negative. He's just like, your coin making methods don't matter because they change by the minute, and whatever works today is going to be broken by tomorrow. And now he's like, you can just do this all day. It's just buying low, selling high. It's just like, if you can do it all day, why is it going to change tomorrow? Like, come on now, get off my back. So that's my thoughts on that. We're going to place some bids, probably 15 minutes out. Actually, no, let's go ahead and place bids till we're out of coins, and then we'll see if we won any of those auctions we did try to bid on, and see what happens with those. But we should be able to place bids on, 12,000 more cards. And what's great about this bid method, right, is, I can go in right now, and this is the secret of the bid method, and this is why it really, really works great, is, I can go in right now, and I can get in, 20 different bid wars, like, all at the same time, right? I can get into as many bid wars as I want, and I'll win some and I'll lose some, and that's fine. But the thing is you know, you can do these bid wars, but really, if you just go in every single time, before you go to bed, before you go to work, before you go to dinner, you know, before you go wherever it is that you're going to go, just go in, place these bids, and forget about it. You know, go in, place the bids, be done with it. You know, go out, live your life, do what you're going to do. Even if what you're going to do is just go grind some overdrive, that's fine. Go in, place the bids, and then go grind some overdrive. Like, you know, that's fine. Do what you got to do, but you know, when you come back, you know, you'll still win some of these auctions, and you have spent no time other than the half a second it took to place the bid, to swipe through, place the bid, and you got the card. So, you know, especially if you do that, you know, overnight when there's not a lot of activity, you'll win a ton of those auctions, and not just on this filter, but all sorts of different filters. You know, just go and place the bids overnight. It'll cost you nothing. Literally, you'll be making coins in your sleep. You'll be making coins in your sleep if you go in and place these bids overnight. You know, and that's how you do it. I can go in, get involved. You know, there's 15 messages. I don't know what happened, but you know, plus doing stuff like this is how I you know, this is how I made, you know, that's how I got the 500 coin offer, was doing stuff like this. So let's see what we got. All right, so we don't have any auctions going. Outbid. Yes, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Right. Well, actually, that's not a good price. We got 1,500. Look at this. 650 coins. He's worth 2,200. Got him for 650. 625. Okay. Got outbid. You know, and these are still. These gold ones are still coming, but outbid there. You know, but you can see, like, this works. You know, there's like 3 coins or 3 cards right there, just in, like, you know, 2 minutes of placing bids. You know, we won them, and that's 1,000 coins each. If you go in and place that overnight over an 8-hour span, like, you're going to be in great shape. So we're going to dismiss all there. We got 26 coins. Oh man, look at this. We're going to get some crowns. Thank you, sir, for the crowns. Okay, now we go back to the marketplace. Oh, more of this. Lost some more bids, that's fine. Whoops. So yeah, that is there's one coin making method. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Excuse me. Systematic coin day. Okay, so that's enough of this. I'm going to attempt to play some overdrive. I don't know how it's going to work, because when you lag in overdrive and it's a timed 3-minute match, it's a major pain. But we're going to try to make this work. I haven't played overdrive at all today. I played a lot yesterday, so you know, we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna try to play some overdrive. All right, we gotta focus on this. Gotta get some wins, get some W's. Oh dang, we were like ranked like 200 yesterday, and we're already down like to a ranked 1,000. We just got, man, we got belly flopped. Okay. Oh, bad throw. I hit the wrong receiver. All right. Dang, so close. Cousins sucks. Oh, come on, man. Get off my back. What's wrong with Kirk Cousins? Oh, shoot. Saquon Barkley's pretty good. Tell me I'm wrong about that. Here we go. First win is in the bag. Even if I did a countdown. Oh, in the chat. I see what you're saying. Yeah. See, this is my first overdrive of the day. I wasn't lying about that. First overdrive match of the day. Oh man, we're outmatched. 775 power. Guy's crazy. Alright, +2. So we're gonna have to focus on this. Not off to a good start. Not off to a good start. Alright, we gotta come back. PA comebacks to start the comeback. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Come on, Trell Owens, get in the end zone. we had that. Come on now. Get it? Oh, come on. That was a first down. That was a touchdown. Come on now. Shoot working. That's good. Come on. You just can't run on this guy. Oh. Hold on one second. I'll fix it. Let's see. Yeah, we got crushed. Absolutely crushed. That guy's using Smash Mouth, so props to him. Yeah, sorry about that. We'll do one more game to try to make it work right, but not sure if it will. Yeah. Big Sean. Come on. Nope. Horrible throw. Horrible throw. Pressure failed. Come on now. Lagging. Oh, come on. Nope, wasn't there. Oh, did we just lose? Dang it, the incompletion cost. If we completed that, we would have won. I can't deal with the lag. Oh, that's frustrating. I gotta grind that when I'm not dealing with lag. We won an auction. Jeez, we only won one. Oh well. Let's get our coins back. Alright. Yeah, that's that. Wow, it's already been a couple hours. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Overdrive's lagging. I gotta get a different tablet. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings about Barkley, because so the deal with Barkley, the thing I don't like about Nagy, right? Here's the thing I don't like about Nagy, is to get to 150 rushing, right? I'm going to talk about Nagy, then I'm going to head out. To get to 150 rushing, it's going to take 10 nodes to get there. It's going to take 10 nodes. To get there, and it's only offensive, so it's not putting on any defensive pressure. Where with Doug Marrone, right, to get there, it only takes 8 nodes to get to your. It only takes 9 nodes to get to your, anti-passing rule. And it's defensive. So I like the defensive tactics, and you can also activate it sooner. So that's why I like Marrone over Nagy, but I kind of flip it around both ways. I'm thinking about it, but that's that. Yeah, Striker, I'll probably do that. I'll make you a mod, and then we'll close out the stream. That's a fair point. You've obviously been around for a while, so usually don't reward people asking for mods, but I get what you're saying. So we're gonna make you a mod, and I'm gonna end the stream. No, got Phoenix. Here, it's probably gonna lag while I do this. Let's see. Alright. Add moderator. Alright. So ML Striker, you are now a mod. Outside of that, one more look. Awesome. Metrodome chair. I'm gonna be in this chair next week, hopefully. This thing's awesome. Best $50 I ever spent in my life. Gotta get legs on it. And then I gotta switch the back. That's all I got. Gotta show it off. See you guys.